So, Tesla finally did it. They started rolling out the much-hyped Cybertruck, and let me tell you, it was quite the show. The launch, though, it came with a few surprises. Elon Musk was the star of the night, presenting the first batch of Cybertrucks in Austin. Dubstep music, neon lights everywhere, and a crowd buzzing with excitement. Among the first to get their hands on the Cybertruck were some big names like Alexis Ohanian, the Reddit co-founder, and Phillip Sarofim of Trousdale Ventures. The event had all the classic Musk touches, futuristic vibes, and cool videos of the Cybertruck doing its thing. But you know what was missing? The nitty-gritty details. Sure, you can drop a $250 deposit on Tesla's site, but there wasn't much talk about what you're actually getting, like how big the front trunk is, or if there are options beyond the 250-mile range. And get this, the top model's called the Cyber Beast. Musk says that the three versions will set you back between $60,990 or 56,000 euros and $99,990 or 91,700 euros. He's hyping them up as the ultimate utility vehicles that can give sports cars a run for their money. He drove a Cybertruck onto the stage to prove his points, and the crowd went wild. There was even a video of the Cybertruck towing a Porsche 911 and beating another 911 in a race. Classic Musk, right? The event's live stream was a quick 30 minutes of pure Tesla, grand, loud, and full of energy. But while the spectacle was all well and good, some folks in the crowd were hoping for more, like actual details and options about the Cybertruck. Don't worry, I've got this covered. First up, the beast of the lineup, the Cyber Beast. This tri-motor monster packs 845 brake horsepower and costs a cool $99,990 or 91,700 euros. Its range is 320 miles on a full charge. Then, there's the $79,990 or 73,900 euro all-wheel drive dual-motor version. It's got 600 brake horsepower, a 340-mile range, and zips from 0 to 60 in just 3.9 seconds. But if you're willing to wait until 2025, a single-motor rear-wheel drive model is coming up. It's a bit more modest, with a 250-mile range and a 0 to 60 time of 6.5 seconds. And in terms of color, well, it's all about that raw stainless steel look. Now, for the speedsters out there, the all-wheel drive model set for release next year is no slouch, 0 to 60 in 4.1 seconds. But wait until 2024 for the premium version if you want something special. I'm talking a top speed of 130 miles per hour, 0 to 60 in 2.6 seconds, and the ability to tow up to 11,000 pounds. Just be ready to shell out nearly $80,000 or 73,400 euros for it. Tesla is also cooking up a range extender for the long-haul drivers. This optional add-on fits into about a third of the truck bed, perfect for those extended trips or heavy towing. It's set to push the all-wheel drive version to an estimated 470 miles and the Cyber Beast to over 440 miles. The tri-motor setup is pretty slick too, with two induction motors at the back and a permanent magnet motor up front. This setup lets it sprint from 0 to 60 in 2.6 seconds and nail a quarter mile in 11 seconds. It's a heavyweight at 3,100 kilograms, but with a 123 kilowatt-hour battery, Tesla's biggest yet, you're looking at a 320-mile range. And if you add the optional 50 kilowatt-hour battery extender, you can push that to 440 miles, though you'll have to sacrifice some cargo space. Tesla's even gone and upgraded to an 800-volt architecture, allowing the Cybertruck to juice up at 350 kilowatts with their V4 superchargers. But heads up, since its 2019 reveal, the Cybertruck's seen some price changes, towing capabilities, and range. It's also shrunk a bit, about 5% smaller than the original prototype, and about those windows that famously shattered in 2019, they're tougher now. But later about that. As for production goals, Elon Musk is aiming high, about 250,000 Cybertrucks per year by 2025. However, some analysts are calling this a bit ambitious. They're predicting only about 250 deliveries in 2023 and 75,000 in 2024. Cybertruck is still rocking that eye-catching trapezoidal shape and stainless steel look it debuted in 2019, but with a few tweaks here and there. For starters, the truck bed's got a new vibe. It's now lined with a composite material, not stainless steel. And get this, the side mirrors? You can take them off if you want. Now let's talk about the glass. Tesla's gone all in with armored glass that's supposed to handle a baseball flying at 70 miles per hour or even Class 4 hail. Remember back in 2019 when they tested the glass and, well, it didn't exactly go as planned? Yeah, it shattered. But this time, they're showing off some improvements. Chief designer Franz von Holtzhausen gave it another go. He chucked a baseball at the Cybertruck's window, and guess what? No shattering. But here's a little detail to chew on. Back in 2019, they used a baseball-sized metal ball. This time, it looked just like a regular old baseball. So maybe not as extreme a test, but hey, progress is progress, right? When Elon Musk was handing over these Cybertrucks, he did this cool thing where he pressed what seemed like a button on the B-pillar to open the doors. And here's a quirky detail, the back doors swing open 90 degrees. This wasn't highlighted at the big event, but some review videos later showed off this feature. Once you hop inside, the first thing that'll catch your eye is this massive 18.5-inch Infinity touchscreen up front. And those chilling in the back get their own 9.4-inch touchscreen. There's also a new interface on these screens, but Tesla's keeping the details under wraps for now. Now, remember that yoke-style steering wheel in the prototype? In the actual Cybertruck, it's back to a regular wheel. And here's something you don't see daily. The gear shifter isn't where you'd expect it. Instead of the usual spot, there are buttons for shifting from park to reverse or drive up near where the rearview mirror usually is. Oh, and speaking of rearview mirrors, there isn't one. Instead, there's this nifty front-facing camera outside the Cybertruck. It projects an image onto that center screen so you can spot any obstacles ahead. Pretty cool, right? The Cybertruck sound system is something else too. 15-inch speakers with 2 subwoofers and distributed amplifiers for some serious jamming. And like in other Tesla models, there's a built-in HEPA air filter. Plus, for all your gadgets, there's a wireless charging system and 65-watt USB-C and 120-volt, 240-volt outlets to keep everything powered up. Tesla's gone all out to ensure the Cybertruck isn't just a looker on the outside, but a high-tech haven on the inside too. Cybertruck isn't just turning heads because of its looks, it's also a pretty unique build. Stainless steel panels form a tough exoskeleton. But bending that stainless steel is not an easy feat. They ran into trouble with traditional methods, like orange peel marks on the creases. Paint can usually hide those, but the Cybertruck's all about showing off its metal, so they had to get creative with a new method called airbending. It's like something from a sci-fi movie where a tool hovers over the steel on a high-pressure air table, bending it without touching it. Their stainless steel is a special kind, made to resist corrosion over time. Tesla had to mix in different elements to balance resistance, hardness, and flexibility. Despite these challenges, the Cybertruck has a torsional stiffness of 45 kN per degree, in the same league as a supercar. Now, the design is really something. There's no hemming. That's where you wrap the outer panel around the inner, so all the edges are exposed, which is a bit different and might take some getting used to. The edges are chamfered though, so they're safe. The bare metal and flat surfaces look amazing, especially in soft light, but they're a bit of a fingerprint magnet, and in direct light, you might notice a bit of a rippling effect. Elon Musk has talked a lot about the manufacturing challenges of the Cybertruck. It's made from unpainted stainless steel, which isn't common in cars and is tricky to work with. The usual giant stamping machines just don't cut it with this material. And here's another twist. Inside of the separate body and chassis that most big pickups have, the Cybertruck uses a unibody design. That's more common in crossover SUVs and smaller pickups. Body-on-frame designs are usually the go-to for heavy-duty trucks because they're strong and flexible, especially for towing big loads. Musk has been open about the hurdles they've had to jump through to get the Cybertruck into mass production and keep the cash flowing. It's not just another truck, it's a whole new approach to building vehicles, making it so unique. The Cybertruck has its own set of perks, and one of them is its size. Tesla's saying it's under 19 feet long, a tad shorter than your usual full-size trucks. But here's the cool part. It has a cargo bed over 6 feet long. That's a bit more than what you usually get. But there is a catch. Because of its shorter body, the Cybertruck might not have as much front storage space. You know how Ford and GM pickups have those spacious front trunks? Well, the Cybertruck needs a longer hood, so it might be a bit tighter up front, which could be a bummer if you're used to stashing stuff up there. And let's talk about the design. The Cybertruck's got this wedge shape where the sides of the bed meet the roof. It looks fantastic, sure, but it might make it a bit tricky to access the bed from the sides. If you're used to just reaching over to load or unload stuff, especially near the cab, you might find it a bit more stretched with the Cybertruck. Now for the good stuff, payload capacity. The Cybertruck really holds its own here. It can carry more than some of its competitors currently on the market. Take the Ford F-150 Lightning, for example. It can handle up to 2,200 pounds. But then there's the Ram 1500 Rev, which can carry up to 2,700 pounds, beating the Cybertruck. So, you put down that 100 deposit for a Cybertruck a few years back, right? If you were into it then and can swallow the price hike, chances are you'll still be pretty jazzed about it now. Tesla's finally rolled out this sci-fi style truck we first saw in 2019, and they've pretty much kept its unique design the same. Now, driving the Cybertruck is a bit of an experience. Thanks to that variable ratio steer-by-wire system, it can feel a bit over-eager at low speeds. But when you step on the gas, this thing really goes. Rigidity, composure, and some seriously impressive acceleration. And hey, it's not just about looking cool with that stainless steel exterior. It ticks all the boxes for pickup truck fans. Robust towing capacity, torque, roominess, versatility, and durability. Plus, Tesla's got a whole bunch of accessories lined up. I'm talking about stuff like an inflatable tent for the back, a roof-mounted light bar, and even an extra 50 kWh range extender battery pack for those who want more than the standard 123 kWh. Spending a couple of days with the Cybertruck, we saw all kinds of reactions, from sheer disbelief to straight-up awe. Mind you, this was in a swanky beach suburb of LA. The vibe might differ in rural America, where pickups are culturally and practically a big deal. It reminds us of how the Countach shook up the automotive world in the 70s. But instead of a supercar like the Countach, Tesla used a utilitarian pickup truck for its big moment. Think about it. A pickup truck is now one of the world's most exotic-looking production cars. That's pretty wild, right? And what are your thoughts on this? Let us know in the comment section. Make sure to like and subscribe so you never miss the wonderful content I send your way.